What's your name? Normani is here. We just love Normani because
I love you more.
You have had so much success in such a short amount of time.
Thank you.
Such a short amount of time. Now, because I read that you were born in LA, but you wasn't born at the Grady Hospital, would you?
Mama,
what hospital was she born at?
Riverdale.
Okay, because that's down outside the perimeter, down I-85. Oh, come on in here. Everybody is welcome, child. I lived in Atlanta. But you didn't spend any time there.
No.
You moved to New Orleans.
Yep.
And why'd you guys move to New Orleans?
Because my parents were working. My mom was traveling. She was a flight attendant. And my dad was
Delta?
traveling a lot.
For Delta Airlines?
Well, that's the hub in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And that's why you guys moved to Atlanta, to New Orleans.
Oh,
and then
we
the
moved
hurricane came.
Right, in 2005.
And you moved to
Houston.
To Houston. So you were like 9?
Yep. I was exactly 9. Yep.
9 when the Houston. And so what's Houston, for a minute, Houston was kind of a dangerous town in the 90s, I believe. It was. They had a little spurt there of danger. What ward were y'all in?
In New Orleans or in?
Oh, yeah. They have wards in?
Yeah.
They do have wards in Houston. What ward were you guys? 9th ward?
Not sure. It was just, we just moved to.
Mama's talking now. They just Pearland?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Pearland. But right
Like
now
a
we
pear?
live in literally pear.
Pearland?
Yes. Yes. But in New Orleans, we lived in the 3rd ward.
In 3rd ward.
Which is like uptown.
Where do you live now?
I'm still based in Houston, but for work here in LA.
I was just there
But I don't
this
call
weekend.
it
You were
home
just
now.
there.
In
Yeah.
Houston.
Where
Went
are
to
you?
the Galleria.
Girl.
Oh, nothing better than that Galleria.
Is it
It takes
good?
a whole
Oh,
day.
it is the
Is
best
it?
mall.
It's
in,
it's the
like,
best
the
mall.
I knew it
Yeah.
was years ago.
No,
but
no,
what
no,
has
it
it
is.
done for you lately?
It has done.
It could do a whole lot.
Really?
Well, it has
Yeah.
all of them.
They have
whole lot.
Neiman's and everything.
Neiman's, but they
Yeah.
have Gucci. They have Fuji and Pierucci and all them stuff. They have Tom Ford. They have
stuff.
every store.
Really?
Plus
Yeah.
the regulars.
But Normani, you travel the world, and you know that the buyers in different cities will buy things for one city that they won't buy in LA or in New York. Now, knowing what you know about the Galleria in Houston, are they buying all the fabulous things that you would find also in New York and in LA?
I would have to say you're a
I'm gonna
witness.
have to agree
I would
with you,
agree.
Normani.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would
The
definitely
Christian
say.
Louboutin store there had all the things that you would find in New York.
For
and
sure.
LA.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
People and there's a lot of money in Houston.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
Well,
a lot.
Was oil money was back then. It was oil money.
We probably have one of the nicest malls, I would have to say, in the country. For
I know
sure.
it used to be. I mean, when it first opened, it was everyone talked about the Galleria.
They've
in
kept
Houston.
it up. Yeah.
because it's got to be 30 years old now. You
I
think?
used to go in seduction days.
Back then.
So yeah.
And did you drive up in a covered wagon?
Well, exactly. The horses would pull up. They had a feeding station.
Yeah, Michelle was in a girl group called Seduction.
Oh, shoot.
You know,
We didn't survive either, Normani.
I was going to say, girl group knows girl group.
Yes.
Well, the thing about girl groups is that, I grew up in a house with all girls, and girls can get a little testy after a while. And, Michelle, you guys split up. Why?
Well, we split up because we were being done dirty. So when it came
Because it was a production deal.
Correct. So when it came to a second album, we were like, right, let's do this and do it on our own, but we'd have to litigate to get
the name
to
and
get
everything.
broken free.
Right.
So then we made no money, so it was going
Right.
to cost too much money to do that.
Right.
So that's why we didn't do it. The album went platinum, single went gold. Which should have been more.
It's a song you probably know. It takes two to make a thing
She's too
go right. It takes two to
Mom
make a
knows
thing
that.
go
Mom knows that. We were
side.
big in
yeah,
Houston.
Yeah. It was a big hit. So, do you miss being in a girl group?
I do sometimes. Like
What do
I
you
have
miss
my
about it?
moments. I think that when you're used to something for 7
Oh,
years.
he done brought some food up in here. What's his
does it
name?
smell like salmon?
What's his name?
Jay.
Jay. Now, okay, it's one thing to say, yeah, I'm going to step on in the recording session, but it's another thing to bring a
He brought his plate.
of food
Good for you,
up
Jay.
in here.
He brought 2 plates.
Not good for you. That is so Negro. That is.
RuPaul Andre Charles.
I am a Negro. I
you
can
know that
say
lady
Negro.
close
Jay
They
is
know.
not. Jay
Yeah,
is of
right.
the Asian persuasion.
Yeah, he's from the Asian. So you said you missed the camaraderie. Is that what you're saying?
Right. And
Yeah.
there's never a dull moment, with so many girls.
Because
So
we're
then
talking
why'd
about
y'all-
Fifth
why'd
Harmony.
y'all split up?
But creatively, we split. It was a mutual decision.
Right.
Because we were together for like 7 years, but we went in with the
long time.
mentality on the X Factor as being like solo artists.
Right.
So
Oh,
for
you guys
us,
were put together. That's
yeah,
right.
we were
That's
put
right.
together. We didn't grow up together. We
Right.
didn't even know each other existed.
Yeah.
But it just came to a point where we were like, okay, we did everything that we could possibly do.
Yeah.
and that was just it.
Yeah, we're talking about Fifth Harmony. You guys had 2 albums, 3 albums.
No, we had like
lots of albums,
an EP, and maybe like 3 albums.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Lots of albums.
Yeah.
Lots of albums.
Yeah.
And so when you're put together like that by a company, you know, they give you the smallest percentage of the profits. Is that correct? Yeah. And so there ought to be a law. You would think that after all of the TLC and all that stuff,
especially when it's 5 girls, that's a whole nother thing.
1 point to split with 3 girls.
Wait, the girls, your group got 1 point of all of the points.
To split amongst ourselves.
That is
not
ridiculous.
1 point each.
Yeah. Was ours that bad?
Ours wasn't that bad.
No.
Okay. We went down in history.
Oh,
We're like there with the Supremes and TLC.
Damn.
Well, but now you are solo and you've sold a lot of records on your own. How did you hook up with Sam Smith? Who put you together?
Well, Sam was a big fan of mine. He loved Fifth Harmony, and the feeling was mutual, and I love him so much. But we just happened to be literally at the same place at the right time.
Yeah.
I was at the Stellar House, which is Stargate's. They're huge producers.
Wow, yes.
Yeah, we were both there at the same time, I think, working on 2 separate things. And he came out and he was like, hey, I want to play you something that's going to be on my project. And I was like, of course. Not knowing that he would ask me to record right then and there that day.
That day. Yeah.
And,
well, you know what they say. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was ready.
You were ready.
I was ready.
You know, you never know when that next big idea is coming from or where the next opportunity is. That's why you have to stay ready.
Right.
And you're still very, very young.
23.
23 years old.
You're a
my
fetus.
Goodness.
23.
So you had signed up to do the X Factor on your own as a solo artist. Now, Mama's in the room right now. Did you always sing? Is it run in your family, or are you just an anomaly?
No, I'm just an anomaly.
A Normani anomaly.
Yes, basically.
That's an album name.
That's actually really
Normani.
Anomaly.
Anomaly. No, that's hard to say.
I'll give
though.
you your percentage.
Yeah, no. I want you to have
what you're
everything.
Thinking of is Normani.
Yeah,
Normani. I like it.
That's what you're doing in your head.
Are you writing? Are you writing the songs too?
Yep. Writing, starting from the ground up.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, on the writing side.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I can't just be out here being an artist, singing the songs and not making anything. So
but with Stargate and all those people, they always have a corral of different writers on there.
Right.
How many people wrote on the Sam Smith song? How many people?
Honestly, I think it was 2.
Just 2?
Maybe 3.
Who were the writers?
Jimmy Napes, Sam. And then I had input as well. So,
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, good. So what do you now? I met you when you were on Dancing with the Stars.
How'd you meet her when she was on there?
Because I was there to support Charo, Gucci, Gucci, Gucci.
Right, of course.
And she was there. And I met Candace, what's her last name? Candace, A&R person.
Yes.
Candace
Campbell.
Candace Campbell.
Oh my God.
I met her.
I was texting her last night.
Yeah, I met. Did you tell her you were coming here?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Because I haven't seen her in a while, but we kept up. We met in the green room at Dancing with the Stars, and we became friends after that, and we've maintained a friendship.
So you guys are still friends?
We're still friends
That's
from going to Dancing with the Stars and all that. Of course, I haven't seen her in a while because I've been working.
Thank you.
And I haven't seen anybody in a while.
I feel it.
And Jesse, you're at 23. You know what it's like to just work hard nonstop. And it must be this point where you're like, I just want to go out and have some fun like a 23-year-old.
That's what I told my mom. I was like, Mommy, I need a vacation. I want a girls trip to Jamaica, something.
Yes.
And if your mama's smart, she said, baby, you got time for that later.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. No, she was supportive. Actually, I'm going to see Janet tomorrow.
You Janet Jackson in Vegas?
So my mom, she created that surprise for me. So
wow.
She understands.
How'd you get tickets?
Jay, the guy that brought the food in.
Oh, Jay, yeah. You know what? I'm going to cuss him out when we get off the microphone, because how nasty is that food smell right about now?
I don't smell it. You smell it?
I smell the fish. Is there salmon in there?
It's
no more salmon.
Yeah.
He ate it all.
So Jay called up Janet's people and said, "Oh, Normani want to come see your show,
Did he say
Janet."
Because she's doing
just like that.
the residency.
Yeah,
right?
residency. Yeah.
And she only has like one more show left, so
Wait
I
a
have
minute.
to.
Wait,
One
a minute.
more? Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's over.
No. She got a residency. It's going to be going for a long time.
Well, they don't.
They told her that you were coming, so she said
She goes.
I have to go.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, we're going to try to figure this out though, because
look it up. Go on,
a
you keep
residency is that she keeps on
yeah,
doing
she goes
it.
for like a year.
She has 3 more weeks.
3 more weeks?
Yeah.
Hell no.
About 7 more shows.
So
I have to go.
Yeah, you have to go. What are your favorite Janet songs? Start with the
ooh.
album. What's your favorite Janet album? Is it
Favorite?
the Janet album, the 19 with the holding the titties?
Control.
Honestly, I would say, I was gonna say Control, Velvet Rope.
Uh-huh.
I wish I would have gone to that concert.
Oh,
I watch
which
it all
one?
the time on YouTube.
Which
the
one?
Velvet Rope.
The Velvet Rope. Yeah.
I
good
love.
Have you
I
seen
Get So
her in-
Lonely.
Oh, I love it. Have you heard the bass mix of that? The where it's I get so lonely.
Hey, I haven't. I don't think.
Oh, it's the best one. It's
Okay,
the
I'm
best
gonna
one.
listen to it.
The
It's
producer's
Done
saying
August
something.
17th.
Producer's saying something.
He's saying that it's done.
That's not a
She
residency.
just started in May. How's she just gonna go
Don't be
to
calling
August?
your show a residency
Girl,
if you
that
are not
is-
living there for 2 or 3
Janet,
years.
that is a vacation.
That's not a bit.
That ain't a residency.
So you're going tomorrow to
Yes.
see the Janet
I'm
thing.
so excited.
Oh my
She's
goodness.
top.
Have you seen her in
I love her
concert?
so much. I saw her at the Billboard Music Awards.
Okay.
I don't,
Oh,
think, I don't know if that
love
really
it.
counts, but
Yeah.
You're
Well,
good-
not
no.
really.
yeah.
But I've seen her many times.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh, she's so good.
She's so good.
So many hits.
Oh,
so
hit after
many
hit.
hit after hit after hit.
And she still got it.
She still got
she
it.
is dancing.
Do you want to do this for the rest of your life?
I do. I love to perform. It's
Yeah.
something that I've always loved to do, which is why like my mom and my dad put me in gymnastics and in
Yeah.
dance because I could not keep still as a child.
Yeah.
So I just love the energy. I love being in front of people.
Now,
and
does Mama
things.
look at your Instagram posts?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's some provocative pictures up in there. She is
Uh-huh.
23 years
She's
old.
23.
She supports it.
She supports it.
My grandma does too. She'll be like, "Do you think, girl?"
Aw.
Yeah, because there's a picture of you and Ariana because you were the opening act for her
Yeah, for
world
Sweetener.
tour.
hmm
For Sweden, is that tour still going on right now?
Yeah, she's doing the European leg.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be continuing on for that one,
Yeah.
but we did the North America.
North
run.
America thing.
Mhm.
And so, did you get exhausted traveling like that?
For sure, but the tour bus, you'd be surprised. It makes up time.
It makes up
Yeah,
time.
if
What do you
if
mean?
I were to fly and have to wake up, go through security, like
Yes.
you lose a lot of time there.
Oh.
But I can at least sleep on the tour bus and wake up
Yeah.
at the venue
Yeah.
and go straight to hair and makeup
And
on
it's
stage.
just a living hell going through security and all
Right.
that stuff and up and down, and
right.
the baby's
I
crying.
can't wait for the jet life.
Yeah, well, yeah, the private jet. Hey,
Yes.
Jay-Z. Hey,
Okay.
Beyonce.
Riri.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But yeah, it's a tough life, but it's important to do it and hit it hard
Right.
while you're still young and while you can still do it because
Right.
you want to create an audience that want to stay with you
Right.
and support you
And
for
then
the rest
feeling
of
like they're growing with you too.
Absolutely,
Mhm.
absolutely. So, do you have time to date at all?
No.
No. And if you were going to
Set
date,
me up.
where do you find someone to date? At the BET Awards?
You are so stupid.
No, I'm for real.
I
You are so
wish. I need to
stupid.
go out more, to be honest. Like, if you don't see me at an award show or on stage, I'm pretty much either at the studio or
Yeah.
at home being an introvert.
Yeah.
So I have myself to blame for that, I
Yeah.
feel. All my
When's your
sisters.
birthday?
May 31st.
May 31st.
I'm
What
a
does that make
Gemini.
her?
She
I'm a
is
Gemini.
A true Gemini.
So
A true
May
Gemini.
21st?
May 31st.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
May
Gemini.
31st.
Oh,
So there's
Gemini.
two of you.
Ooh.
There is two of me.
Yeah. So how would you describe the difference between the two? One is what and one is the other. What other's what?
One can be very sweet. I will
Uh-huh.
never say passive at all.
Uh-huh.
I think that the Gemini really jumps out when it comes to my business.
Yeah. You mean the mean Miss Charles? Mean
Right.
mean Normani
Right.
jumps out when you talking business.
Normani.
Not even mean, but I don't play about my shit.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You shouldn't.
Yes, because I work too hard and I sacrifice being away from home. Like
Yeah.
I have not spent the last 7 years with my dad, with my grandmother, even with my dogs in my bed.
Yeah.
So it's just, it's a lot of sacrifice for it not to be right. And I work so
Absolutely.
hard, so I'm like, my team around me needs to work just as hard, if
That's
not harder.
right. That's right. That's why it's so important to put in the hard yards and understand that this doesn't happen for everybody. There are several many
Right.
thousands of very talented people out there, good-looking people out there.
Mhm.
But what's happened with you is, and it is an anomaly because
Normani.
an anomaly because it's just when you're young though you think, well, this is what happens to everybody, right?
No.
It
Mhm.
doesn't.
Right.
It really doesn't. And Mama's up in here, and he's part of your management team. What's his
Yep.
name?
Jay.
Jay.
What his name is?
I'm gonna wait for him outside.
Ooh.
Yeah. because he brought that food up in here. Now, what are you eating? How do you keep yourself together? Because you can't eat crap on the road because it's going to make you tired.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't do the
23 you
pizza.
can.
I don't do the fries. I try my best to be as good as I can be. I like this place called Crossroads.
Here
It's
in
a
LA.
ve- it's a vegan-
it's
It's a vegan
restaurant.
place,
It's
yeah.
bomb, but
Yeah.
it tastes like really good food.
It tastes like real food.
right. Like it's still
Guys,
it's still
vegan
comfort food.
is real food.
I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah.
So you like Crossroads.
Yes, I like crab legs too.
What, is that a restaurant called?
No, I just
Just
crab
in
legs.
general.
Like
anyway.
crab in general.
That was the running thing. That's what we always had on tour
Yeah.
for dinner.
Crab leg.
For dinner.
I know.
Yeah. Well,
We
it's
did.
just got lots of salt. It's fine.
But it's also because you're from New Orleans.
I'm from New
and
Orleans.
yeah.
I love seafood. It's
Yeah.
my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So which of the Fifth Harmonies do you still talk to? Who did you talk to last of the Fifth Harmonies?
Last, probably Lauren.
You guys are the closest?
I would definitely say that we all kind of play different parts in each other's lives.
Still
You know?
today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm so supportive. I see everything that they're doing.
Yeah.
Even if we're not in each other's world, like we used to be 24/7, I still
Yeah.
have the same support for them as I did.
can't imagine being in a group of people for that long a time.
Right. It's
you
a
know?
marriage for real.
It really is.
It really, really
And
is.
then all the songs you guys have made together are like your babies.
Right.
You know?
That we birthed.
That you
Together.
birthed. Together. Exactly. And on all those songs, did you guys do the writing? Do you have a piece of the writing?
We actually got a chance to write towards the end.
Yeah.
On the last album.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Always starts out like that in the
prior
beginning.
to that,
Yep.
no.
Whose brainchild was it? Was it Sony? Was it Simon? What was
Psycho?
his- Psycho?
Yeah,
Was that
Psycho.
who- Yeah.
Mhm. We were signed Psycho and Epic.
And
So it was
Epic.
between LA and Simon.
And they chose the songs for you and everything.
Yeah, we gave feedback, but ultimately it came down to them making a decision. And then at the end of the day, it was 5 girls, which we had brilliant ideas. And I'm so grateful that towards the end, they let us
Yeah.
have creative input and you could hear the difference. You can hear
Yeah.
the difference in how we deliver
Sure.
the record
Yeah.
and how we perform it on stage. But for the most part, in the beginning, it was creatively driven by label.
So tell me about the stuff you're doing now. What excites you about it? Why the songs you're writing now, the songs you're
Mm-hmm.
performing now? Why those songs?
Those records, I feel like, take me back to the feeling that I had when I fell in love with music. I love 90s R&B.
Mm-hmm.
All of the artists that I grew up listening to are actually supportive of me now, which is the
Mhm.
craziest thing. It's very mind-blowing because I never knew that I would be in the position to even be able to say that. Like, I knew that this is always the place that I wanted to be, but I didn't really know necessarily how I would get here.
Mm-hmm.
So just the fact that I have the freedom creatively to talk about any and everything that I want to talk about and start with the producers from the ground up and actually be as hands-on as possible and people being open to that is like anything that I've ever asked for.
Is there a performer whose career you are, using as a guideline or as an outline for your own career? Are you retracing the steps of Beyonce or Janet or who?
I would definitely say that everybody has influences, like I love Janet so much. I love B, Destiny's Child, Kelly Rowland, who's
You're a
been
Houston
very
girl.
I'm a Houston girl.
Yes.
Well, New Orleans originally. I don't want
Yeah.
them.
Mhm.
Mariah Carey. There's so many women that I hope to follow the footsteps of, and I feel like the people that you grow up looking at and idolizing, they're there for the blueprint. You
Sure,
know, what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like next, the future. Like I hope to do the same for generations and generations to come.
Yeah. So, what is the Normani brand then? So, what is it? Because each of those people you name, they have a very distinctive, sort of skeleton of the type of songs they sing,
Right.
the sort of area that they cover.
Mhm.
Janet's kind of this sort of sexy, sensual thing that she does, and Beyonce's is a different mold.
Right.
So what's the Normani blueprint?
I think that I'm still in the process of figuring that out
Yeah.
because it's really a strange situation. Like I'm a veteran because I've been in the industry for 7 years, but it's also a new experience for me because I'm being able to tap into so many different things that I haven't
Yeah.
had had the opportunity to exercise before. So it's kind of like me being a new artist, but I would definitely say that performance driven. I love entertainers. Like my favorite artists are Janet B, Michael Jackson, Prince.
Yeah.
I love Whitney. So I hope to one day just follow their footsteps and really make a difference and impact in music like they have.
Yeah.
But in terms of specifics, like the sexiness, and I think I'm mysterious as well.
Yeah. Well, looking at your Instagram, there's a lot of sexy going on up in there.
I know.
Well, I mean, listen, if you got it, flaunt it, you know. That's what I always
If you don't buy it.
Oh my God.
But you got it.
Well, today you can. Today
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, it's just very interesting because you're in an interesting position now because you can create whatever you want. And of course you want longevity.
Right.
Thing about the sexy thing is that the sexy kind of paints into a certain corner that then people won't listen to you in other ways. It's a weird balance.
Right.
So I know you've got management. Who will you listen to when in regards to mapping out the Normani plan? Who will you listen to?
You have to have an amazing team around you. People that you trust. People that you trust will guide you and lead you because they want the best for you.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I'm a really hands-on and strong-headed woman. I'm sure Jay can agree to that. I know
Gemini.
for a fact, I know what I want.
Yeah.
Even if you give me input, I'll take that.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, if I don't feel comfortable doing something, or if I feel like something needs more work, then I'm going to let you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're going to work 10 times harder to make sure that comes into fruition.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, I have a music video coming out very soon.
Who directed?
Dave Meyers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's incredible.
Yeah.
And I wanted it to have the early 2000s feel. And I'm like, what better person than Dave
Oh, my
Meyers
goodness.
himself to direct. And
What's the video called?
the record's called Motivation.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And the song he did the video for is Motivation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Who wrote it?
Max Martin. Scam.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, Savin and Ilya.
Oh, my goodness.
And Ariana has writing credit on it.
Oh,
too.
my goodness.
Mhm.
And it's called Motivation.
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that and see
Yes.
the video.
It's very high in energy, and I'm really happy that they thought of me and kept me in mind for the record because it was curated in pieces before, but they let me come in and add horns to it and really make it my own. So I was grateful for that.
Oh, my goodness. That's fantastic.
Yes.
And now this podcast will come out next year sometime. So by then, the video would be out and people can see it. It's just called Motivation.
Motivation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, because, you know, you can sing. You
Thank
can really
you.
sing. And,
Thank
you know,
you.
big voices like yours,
Mhm.
it's important to have the great writers
Right.
on those. Have you thought about covers at all? Because, years ago, before you were born, there was a time when big songwriters like Hal David and Burt Bacharach or Cynthia Wilde and Barry Mann, these huge songwriters, they commanded the charts and they wrote the greatest songs for the greatest singers,
Right.
Mm-hmm. So have you done any cover versions of songs in your career at all?
Like a cover
Yeah.
in general?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Have you recorded them and put them on records?
No, not on the project.
Yeah, just in concert and stuff. Like who have you covered?
More of an acoustic vibe.
Yeah.
Well, I typically did a bunch of covers while I was in the group. I recently did a Rihanna medley while I was on the Sweetener tour.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I try to just perform my original
Yeah.
music. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's really cool to be able to kind of draw from all of your different inspirations because, like I said, like the blueprint is there, and it's cool to just pull different things and kind of make a melting pot of your own.
Yeah. So on the way here to the studio, what were you listening to?
I've been listening to Brandy a lot.
I love
Amazing.
Brandy.
People cannot sleep
Never
on
say
Brandy.
never.
Oh, that's a
people,
great album.
They better not sleep on
Oh,
her.
no,
she
she
is the
is-
queen.
Oh, I've said this many times. There's something when she harmonizes with herself. There's something it resonates somewhere
unmatched.
in my head, like in my sinuses. There's a vibration that happens that I'm addicted to the
Right.
way it feels in my body.
Right.
And I listen to Brandy all the time. You know what I love is
Acapella.
acapella. I love that
love
song.
acapella.
But you know what I love is Almost Doesn't Count, which is on the
Yes.
Never Say Never album.
That was her sophomore album.
Yes,
Her
Never
second
Say
one.
Never is the second album. Yes. It's a masterpiece, that
Yes.
album.
Yes.
And see, she's got songs by Diane Warren on there.
Oh wow.
Which is number one. Have
she
You
worked
Ever?
with Dark Child alive.
Dark
too.
Child was on that record, but Have You Ever is her number one song. And have you sung any Diane Warren songs?
I have not, but
Huh.
I love Diane.
Yeah.
Yes, I've worked with her when I was working with the group. I think that I'm gonna have to put her on my list of.
You should, and make sure. And when you talk to her, say, "Has anyone ever sung this song before?"
Right.
That's a very important question to ask Diane Warren.
Okay.
Okay, and then
She would know.
Well, because she's going to want to sell you a song
Right.
that maybe someone else sang, but
It wasn't
didn't have a hit
Yeah.
with them. But she is a genius.
She is a genius.
A genius.
And for so long.
Oh, for so long.
Consistency.
Yeah. So, when is the album coming out?
Well, I'm still working on it.
Yeah.
I tried my best to work as much as I could while I was on tour, but
Yeah.
you know how that can
Oh,
be,
God.
like different studios.
Oh, my
you end up in
goodness.
some random city
Yeah.
with not the proper
Yep,
equipment.
with
No.
nothing.
Yeah. And so I'm preparing for something currently
Okay.
that
All
I'm
right.
not sure I can speak about.
Yeah.
But you should know in the next 3 weeks.
Okay.
But after that is lockdown.
Yeah. How many cities did you do on the tour?
How many
On the
cities?
Sweetener tour?
It was 50.
50?
Was it
That's
50?
ridiculous.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a long tour. It was 4 months.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But it's insane because it flew by, but it also felt like a long period of time all in one.
Yeah.
It's quite strange.
Yeah.
Did you just do the U.S. leg?
I did the U.S.
Yeah.
leg, yeah. Mhm.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Well,
Best experience ever.
I'm sure, and there will be many, many more.
Thank
You.
you.
It's just like we say here on Drag Race, you just have to look out for the certain sort of emotional, psychological booby traps that
Right.
every human has,
Mhm.
and if you can stay on top of that and hear it
Right.
and say thanks for sharing, but I'm going to do this over here.
Right.
Then you can have a long, glorious career, and I'm
Right.
sure that
Thank
you
you.
will.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you for having me.
Normani is a fabulous talent whose music you have to hear. The music video we were talking about is called Motivation. Dave Meyers directed it, and you got to check that out.
Yes.
And we can find you at your Instagram is what?
It's just Normani.
Normani.
Mhm,
It's like
N-O-R.
Norman with an I on
That's
the
what
end.
my mama be saying.
And Instagram and all, it's easy to find you
Yes,
there.
yes.
Okay. Thank you, Normani, and
Thank
thank you,
you.
Michelle.
You're
Until
welcome.
next
Thank
time,
you.
my dear.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.